Hey guys, what's up? Digirex here, and today we're going to be comparing the Division social spaces to Destiny social spaces. So we're going to start with aesthetics and how they look. Personally, I really like both of them. Like, the Divisions here, it's going for what the feel's like. It's big, like modern kind of feel, like this is how it would look if it was really a crisis in New York with all this temporary tables and stuff set up inside this big hall. So for the Divisions kind of feel, I do like it. It is kind of dark. It's not really like exciting like the Destiny's Tower. I do like the Destiny's probably look better, and we'll go over to the Destiny side of things in a minute. But right now I'm just going to talk about the Division social spaces. They have the kind of Christmas theme up, and we're going to see if they change that as other holidays come around. They didn't change it for, I mean, we haven't really had any holidays for the Division to be able to change it. Like, Destiny changes it for Crimson Doubles, or they changed it for Halloween. We haven't really had any opportunities like the Division for them to change, because it's kind of the Christmassy theme, because in the Division it's around Christmas time. So they're keeping that vibe throughout the whole social space. Now we're going to go on to vendors. The vendors in the Division all have different specific things they sell. We got weapons, gear, and mods, and then we have different vendors over here. What I don't like about the vendors in the Division is that they all look the same. They all have the JTF uniforms on. They all say the same thing. They all do the same gestures. They're like, yo, come over here, buy some of my stuff. Even unique vendors like the Dark Zone vendor here still has the JTF look. And look at him. Doesn't he look super similar to this guy over here, if not the exact same as this guy over here? What I like about Destiny's vendors is that they are all unique, and they do all have unique personalities. The Division has a few unique characters, like the Captain, the Doctor characters here, like Fei Lao, but they don't really do anything with you in these social spaces. They kind of just sit there in the same spot every time, doing nothing like this. When Destiny vendors, you go up to them, they talk to you, they say like a little bit of lore, or like what's on their mind, or just whatever, you know. These all say the same thing, and she looks exactly the same as the vendor over here. A lot of the vendors are just reskins, so I really don't like that within the Division. In the Division, this is kind of the equivalent of Xur right here, the special gear vendor. Each week, his special gear restocks, and as you see, he has the gear sets here, and then he also has high-end named weapons, armor, all this other stuff, and everything restocks or changes every week, kind of like Xur how has his exotics. So guys, that's going to cover the vendors in the Division social area. And now we have map interactables, like little things like here, where I can open and get fabric, and there are some things you can interact with on the map in Destiny. I can restock there. I can come over here and gather weapon parts. I can come over to a scavenger crate over here, interact with all this different stuff, and get a bunch of different things from it, materials, a bunch of stuff. Other interactables up here, like tools or electronics. Now there are some things similar about these. They both have the stashes, which is like Destiny's Vault. You can store stuff here like this, just like Destiny's Vault, and they also, this is the crafting station for the Division, and this is kind of a unique feature of the Division. You can't really craft stuff too much in Destiny. This kind of takes the place of the Cryptarchs. Now there is a place down here in the Division social space called the shooting range, and it's just this cool little thing where you can go and do target practice with your guns, dust them out in the social space, and I think this is really cool, as I would like to test out guns in Destiny without having to pop all the way into a Crucible match or go into Patrol and just test them in the social space. So I actually do really like this feature of the Division social space. I think it's really cool. You even have like a little game up here. You have score, they pop up. Targets like this pop up. You shoot them, you get score like this. So yeah guys, that's just a fun little game here to play in the Division, and I really like this feature actually. So the one thing I don't like about the main social space here in the Division is that you cannot see other players. I think this is really bad because it's a social space. You're supposed to interact with other players, and I know there are safe houses within the Division that you can interact with other players at, but I don't really go to safe houses often, and I don't take the time to interact with other players. I come here often, so I'd like to interact with other players here because I'm here a lot. And I know everybody's kind of like home base or base of operations is different, but it's nice to at least see people in your group or friends come in here with you. And now the Division social space has the medical wing, the tech wing, and the security wing. And you upgrade these throughout the game. You get points and you upgrade them. And I believe this is kind of the Division system for reputation in Destiny, because in Destiny you gain reputation with all the different vendors leading you to rewards and different abilities and stuff, and that's the same here with the Division. So guys, that finishes up the Division side of things. We're going to hop over to Destiny's social space, the tower, and compare it to the Division's. So guys, we're now back on Destiny's side of things. And forgot to mention you're in third person for both of them. We have the vault here, which is like the stash in the Division. We have Rahul, different vendors like I said. Aesthetically, I do like Destiny's better, as it's just outside, it's airy. And I think it's just a little bit bigger. There's a lot more useless space in this, like just free space to run around. But like I said, you can see other players in this, so it makes it better. You have ships flying around. You can see players' ships coming through, and then there's special events like this where Iron Banner is set up. We haven't had any weekly events in the Division social spaces yet. So we have the weekly event here, which is Iron Banner. And then there's little interactables like in the Division map, but these are kind of just for fun. The other ones you can get items from and all that. You can kick the little balls around. And then down here we have more vendors, and then we have the weekly vendor. This Zur is similar to the special vendor guy within the Division. He has different stuff every week, and here it is, just different exotics, as the Division has different high ends. Then you come down here and it's even bigger. You have the vanguards, and then you have blueprints and more blueprints, which the Division has in its crafting station. So a lot of ways they are similar. I just do like the vendors better within Destiny because they're just unique. They're unique. They all have different personalities. See, just little things like this detail, this robot sweeping up stuff, just good detail to have around the tower. Over here you have even more vendors. You have more, like, you can access all your emblems, all your stuff here. You got your new monarchy. Just a lot of detail here in both of them actually, but this fits Destiny's theme better. And honestly, I think it looks cooler, but only because it's futuristic, it's outdoors, it's bright during the day, and this social area has a daytime nighttime cycle. You can't tell in the Division social area because it's inside, but the Division does have a daytime nighttime cycle also. As you see, there's little aesthetic changes while Iron Banner's around. These flags normally look different, but while Iron Banner's around, there's little aesthetic changes. And when there was the Festival of the Lost, everything was Halloween, and the Crimson Doubles, there was flower petals and red everywhere. And then it keeps going into the hangar here. You have another dude sweeping up. You can access a map, and here you can watch players who are coming into the tower. You can watch their ship dock, and look at that view. You can see a better view from here. As I said, I do like the aesthetics of the Destiny social space better. I do like that you can see other players. You have more vendors here. You got your Dead Orbit. Up here you got your SRL Amanda Holiday Shipwright. Over here you have Future War Cult. And then it even keeps going down here, all the way down here to where you can access emotes. There's just people down here, and you can actually interact with the map here again. Yes guys, you can actually play music, it's pretty crazy. So that's another way you can you can interact with this map in the Division, or sorry, Destiny, the social area. I know the Division has safe rooms, and I will be doing another video on this. But Destiny does also have the Vestian Outpost as another area. So guys, we will be doing a version 2 of this comparing those. And I do like this social area better, guys. I do like the tower better overall. There's bounties, there's all the different characters who all have different personalities. You can see players interact with them. I just wish you could interact with players on the Division's main social area. But that's okay. They both have a vault system, they both have vendors. I do like the vendors on here a lot better, as I keep saying, because they all have their own unique personalities and everything. This is slightly bigger, I think. There's more useless space in this where you can just walk around. But there is also more vendors and more things to do in the social area, such as bounties, picking up packages, buying stuff, all that sort of stuff. Overall, I do think Destiny's social area is better, but let's see how the Division improves its social area in the future, as it is still a young game. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Digirex, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.